Hello, Grant Wiley here from Worthington Publishing with today's Grant's Game News for the date of Friday, October 27th, 2017. A little bit of housekeeping. If you're enjoying these videos, want to see more news and reviews and things of that nature, please go below and click the subscribe and notification icon. Also give us a thumbs up and likes. It's appreciated on YouTube. And share with your friends. The more people we get involved with the game news, the better it goes. Game companies will start sending me news as we get more viewers. So definitely subscribe, share, and let companies know that you're watching us. Now with that taken care of, let's get on to some gaming news for today. I'm going to put on the glasses so I can actually read. Our company, Worthington Publishing, launched Cowboys Rebranded on Monday on Kickstarter. We're already 60% of the way to our $20,000 goal. You get 10 plastic cowboys with that. The game comes with updated rules, cards, scenarios, game board, and is playable by 1 to 10 players with a solitaire engine built into the game. So if that interests you, go out, take a peek on Board Game Geek at the original, take a peek at the project, see if it interests you. And if so, please back us. We appreciate the support. Also, another new game caught my eye on Kickstarter this week. And this is by HGN Games. It's a reprint of an old GMT title, Medieval. M-E-D-I-E-V-A-L. So if you go down Kickstarter, you can click the link, do a search, and pull it up. It's the first project by HGN Games, and it's the reprint of the old title. It's playable by 2 to 6 players. They say that they have a solitaire stretch goal. I haven't really looked at that. But it's got some unique things going for it. It's got a nice hard-mounted game board, cards, lots of intrigue, backstabbing, all playable in an evening. I never played the original, but this definitely caught my eye. It's got some tiles you lay on the board, and certain parts of the board aren't open to gameplay until a card's played that opens up that. And the game ends with the Mongol invasion. So it definitely sounds interesting, sounds kind of fun. It says that I think it's playable in under 2 hours. So pretty cool. On to a little bit of forward looking for our company, Worthington. John Paninsky has sent me some more detail and pictures of gameplay from Devil Dogs of Blue Woods on the Marines during the during the World War I battle in 1918 in Blue Woods. What totally caught my eye this week, John finally sent me a rough draft copy of the rules, diceless combat system. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on how it's done, but there are no dice in determining hits and losses, and there are no values on the counters. So, very different approach by John. He's working on it with his son. More details to come. Look forward to a early 2018 release date on Kickstarter on this, as John and his son push on through the play. GMT Games. Notification that currently they just shipped 4 of their P500 titles. They hope to be done with those, shipping those early this week. And it's the American Revolution Tri-Pack, the 3-pack Saratoga, Brandywine, and Guilford, which also has the, it's got Guilford, Brandywine, and I can't remember, there's another on the back of one of the boards that came with Guilford. Here I stand the 500th Anniversary Edition, here I stand the 500th Anniversary Edition Upgrade Kit, and also beginning yesterday, they started shipping Next War Poland and the U.S. Civil War 2017 Rule and Player Aid updates. So if you have the original U.S. Civil War game that they did, which was kind of a meld of the Eric Smith U.S. Civil War and Mark Herman's For the People, definitely check that out. It's an update on those rules and the player aids. And guys, somebody tell me about this Next War system. I want to take the bite, but it looks a little bit deeper than I'm used to, but man, it looks good and I want to give it a try. So somebody shoot me an email. Let me know what you think of that system and what's going on there. Multi-Man Publishing currently has Breakthrough Cambria on sale for 50% off, down to the price of $20. So it's regular $40. You can get it for $20. It's an area battle game designed by Mike Ranella, who does those really well. Mike knows his stuff on those. The sale ends November 20th, the 100th anniversary of the battle. But if you haven't tried an area combat, area impulse movement game, that for $20 you can't beat it. Again, I say this frequently. You're not going to. You go to a movie, you're going to spend $20 for one person. You're not going to get that much replay value out of that. Out of this, you can play over and over and over for $20. So multimanpublishing.com. Go out there, check them out, support them on this. I think it's a great sale. You're not going to be able to get that anywhere else that cheap. Speaking of sales, Revolution Games is running a sale right now with a lot of their titles up to 40% off. They're going to grab some dollars from me on this one. They've got Stonewall Sword, which I already own. It's got that pretty cool combat system for the Civil War that adds in a lot of variables. Pacific Fury, Stamford Bridge, and many more titles. Again, up to 40% off. A lot of these games are below $40. Guys, great way to spend some gaming bucks. Also, they've got a title on pre-order, Longstreet Attacks, and it uses the Stonewall Sword combat system. It's on the second day of Gettysburg. And to me, guys, I want to drive that number up. I want to see this game in print. I've always felt like Lee's greatest chance at Gettysburg not only came at the end of the first day, of course, with Ewell sitting on his rear end over at Culp's Hill, but if Lee could have broken the Union flank there at Little Round Top, I think that battle could have turned out disastrously for the Union. I think this will give you the opportunity to check that out. Compass Games has put out on their pre-order system, got SAP 500, I don't know what their number is, Raiders of the Deep, U-Boats of the Great War. It's a solitaire tactical level game, placing you in command of German U-boat during World War I. Again, as in any U-boat game, the goal is to sink your opponent's shipping. It's based on the Hunters game system by Greg Smith, and it's the first dedicated board game treatment of World War I U-boat warfare. So definitely check that out. I wanted to highlight something. We did hold the line with PSC games. Many of y'all know, with the plastics, beautiful plastics. I just received my pre-order copy from PSC Games, which I think means that U.S. customers are receiving theirs. This is a Richard Borg design. It was originally done in the 80s, I think, and Will and PSC Games reprinted it. Beautiful box art, large box, great looking components. This was produced in Germany, which tells you it's great components. Beautiful. And again, I'll do a review of this. I'm just going to give you a quick view of the components. Beautiful cards, beautiful tokens, counters. I haven't punched mine yet. I just got it yesterday. And look at this board. It's like an old World War II plotting table, and this is just half of it. I'm not going to pop the full thing open. But looks like a great game. I know there have been some issues, and you go out on Board Game Geek and there have been some issues with the plastic plane. It's not every game, guys. Mine are all great looking. I got no problems with them. They're going to be played with as is. They're a game piece. It's not meant to be a piece of art or a miniature battle. These are nice looking plane models. You know, you can see the German bomber. Nice looking. What else we got? Got a Stuka in here. Again, these are plain game pieces, guys. These are not meant to be, you know, you re-showing the dogfight of World War II. It's nice German fighter there. Pretty cool system. It's cards and you know, you're using your cards to lay out your missions as the Germans. You've got your targets, things like that. I just wanted to give you a quick view of this. Plenty of dice in here. You know, You've got markers so you can put on your planes for the Germans and Allies. He put extra planes in here. Will is getting all the plastic. If you got an issue with plastics, just let them know. Don't beat them up over it. They're doing a good job, and this is a beautiful game. If you don't have this, you're missing out. You ought to get it. Again, Richard Borg design. Richard's a great game designer. Command and Color series. And this looks like a fun one. I don't know if I'll get it on the game table this week. I know Wednesday I was supposed to do a review of Caesar's Gallic War. I'm having some health issues with my grandmother, so I'm in and out visiting her at the hospital, dealing with that. But I will have a new review out on Monday, and that'll be on Caesar's Gallic War, and then we'll do the Epic Battle of Alesia, the old Avalon Hill Classic on Wednesday, and then a new game news next Friday. Guys, if there's... if you're a war gamer, there's a couple sites I really think you need to know about. Of course, if you're new to this war game topic, you need to know about consimworld.com, CONSIMWORLD, grognard.com, GROGNARD.com, and I'm going to try and figure out how to get the links on there for these on the video. So we look in a corner below, and hopefully it'll be popping up. BoardGameGeek.com, of course, I think probably most everybody knows, but for war gamers, Consim World and Grognard are probably the two big ones. And I'm trying to turn this vlog into one, so definitely give us a subscribe and a share, and it's appreciated. Follow us on Twitter at Worth2004. That was the founding year of our company, so we've been in business now for 14 years. But I'm doing these reviews on and news on all games, and because I am a gamer first. None of these companies, again, I'm going to say it, you'll hear me say it repeatedly, I don't know anybody getting rich off this. It's a passion project. I love meeting gamers at conventions. I love playing games. Family game night is, my kids are grown and out of the house, and it gets them to come back over and play a game with their father. With that being said, if you guys come up with any news, anything you want to share with us that you'd like to see get out, please email me at worthingtonpublishing@gmail.com. Visit our website at worthingtonpublishing.com, and you can shoot me an email through there and just put in there news for the week, and I will try and get it out. With that being said, play a game this weekend, teach someone a game this weekend, but most of all, happy gaming.